Hallo und willkommen. Ich bin Meister Lenz and you're watching Get Germanized, how to pronounce the German R.
All on board. What should I do?
Ich weiß.
This is a video I have made a couple of times over the years and years and years, but of course it needs to be updated every now and then. Since, well, my older videos are quite old quality-wise as well, and also it is hard to find. If someone comes to my channel as a new subscriber and has just these videos on videos on videos on videos to filter through, and well, if it's not in your subscription box, you might not be able to find it that easily. So I thought I'd just renew this video and well, maybe I have learned some more things about the German R with the years, we shall see. Anyway, I'd say we'll just get started right away. Lasst uns anfangen. The German R, or R, depending on where you come from, exactly how you like to pronounce it, or even just how it is used in certain words, can be tricky to pronounce. I'm aware of that, and I know this is something many of you out there struggle with on a daily basis, especially if you live in Germany or just speak German on a daily basis and just try to get it right. This tiny sound that is so vital to sounding German. R or R or R. Depending on, well, the situation and the word and all of these kind of things. Anyway, for example, there's a version where you have to pronounce it really like strongly, in comparison at least. Don't overdo it, because then you might sound like a Swiss speaker. Swiss Germans like to pronounce this quite harshly in comparison to Germans, sometimes at least. Let me give you an example. The German word of Rosina means raisin, right? Or sultana in Australia, I suppose. Rosine, die Rosine. And there you hear it, Rosine, Rosine. You don't have to roll it that hard though, you can just say die Rosine. It's just slightly, but it's easier at first to overemphasize it, overpronounce it a little bit, to get used to, well, the muscles contracting back there. Rosine, Rosine. It's like, I mean, people tell you that it's from the throat and like gargling water. But it's actually a little bit further than that. If you gargle water, it's pretty far back, right? Like Rosine. It's hard to explain, but it's a little bit further than that. Rosine. Rosine. It doesn't come from the tongue. The tongue doesn't really do much at all. Rosine. My tongue is in the middle of my mouth, not even really touching the top part of the mouth or the lower part of the mouth, just Rosine, Rosine, just floating there, really. Rosine, ro. It's really difficult if you think about it. Even I, as a German speaker, because we just do it, right? We don't have to think about that much. We have to think about it quite a bit when explaining it to others. Another word that has this particular version of the German R in it is der Rabe. Der Rabe. Der Rabe is the raven and has the same R in it, like I just said. Der Rabe. Der Rabe. See how I overpronounced it in the first bit? Der Rabe. Don't have to do that. And then der Rabe. This was even too strong still. Der Rabe. There we go. Der Rabe. Der Rabe. You can definitely hear it a little bit, so just go with that. I thought about the gargling thing again. If you do that, it sounds like a Wookiee, more than a German, but I don't know. Rabe. It's like a jiggle motion, definitely, in the back of your throat. Then like you can feel it like bumping, basically, in the back there. So go with that. Practice. It's not going to be easy at first, I know. But let's talk about the other version of the German R there is. For example, in the German word Wasser. Das Wasser means the water. Das Wasser. Can you hear the A sound at the end? Wasser. Some people might overpronounce it and say das Wasser. But no one really does that, to be quite honest. If you do that, you sound a bit odd. At least here in Germany you do. So stick with A at the end. Das Wasser. Not even A, that was wrong. A, Wasser. A, Wasser. Wasser. So if the R is at the end of the word, then it's usually a softer sound like A, Wasser, Vater, Mutter, Father, mother, that was. But what if the R is in the middle of a word? Die Arbeit. Die Arbeit, if I want to say it in a Rammstein style, but no one really talks like that all the time. But if you want to say it like a normal German, then you just say die Arbeit. Ich muss zur Arbeit gehen. I have to go to work. Die Arbeit. There's also words like die Farbe. Die Farbe rot. See, die Farbe rot. Both have an R in it, but for red, rot, you can hear it more. It's rolled more than in die Farbe. Die Farbe rot. Die Farbe rot, the color red. Die Farbe, you barely hear it at all. Farbe. Could also just be A and B, right? Farbe. Die Farbe rot. Red. Rot. Rrr. And Farbe. Farbe rot. So as you can see, there's a few different kinds of the German R. Definitely pronounce it a bit harsher in the more rolled sense if it's in the beginning of the word. For example, die Ratte. Ratte. Die Ratte. The rat. Or der Regenmantel. Der Regenmantel. The raincoat. Or der Riese. Der Riese is the giant. Der Riese mag die Farbe rot. 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 The giant likes the color red. Der Riese mag die Farbe rot. There you go. What German sound do you struggle with the most? Is it the German R or maybe the CH or the E? There's E in German. I'll make videos about all these sounds for you to enjoy, to learn from. And if you want that, well, leave a like, subscribe, and consider becoming a patron on patreon.com/getgermanized, or become a channel member by clicking on the join button next to the subscription button here underneath the video on YouTube. And check out my social media in the video description. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.